The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government?
The President is in charge of the executive branch, as spelled out in Article 2 of the Constitution.
I think that the executive branch ought to be held by a man of decision.
Also, he needs to be accountable.
The framers debated making the executive a committee or a co-presidency, but settled on having one person for two reasons. Efficiency. One person can make decisions more readily when they are needed. And accountability. Everyone knows who is responsible for those decisions. The Constitution says nothing about the President's staff. 70 years passed before Congress put up money for the President to hire a secretary. Until then, presidents often relied on their families to help out. For example, John Adams II worked as a secretary for his father, President John Quincy Adams. The Great Depression of the 1930s greatly changed America and the presidency.
The nation is asking for action, and action now.
The executive branch mushroomed. To oversee those many new agencies, Congress in 1939 created the Executive Office of the President. Today, several thousand people work directly for the President. Between the executive branch, the Postal Service, and the armed forces, the President has authority over nearly 4 million government employees. That's a far cry from the days when Thomas Jefferson worked in the nearly empty White House and lamented that the presidency brings nothing but unceasing drudgery.
The President of the United States is in charge of which branch of government? Executive branch.